Yo, okay, so. Okay, so we got a new build. This is a non-imbuement build. Now, I'm not like. I would love to keep playing this build. I probably have the most fun using this build rather than the poison build. But the issue with it is, like, my gear, like, I've got a lot of stat on gear where I don't need it. My gear is just not super optimized for it. Maybe we'll come back to it later, maybe not. Maybe we'll, like, make some adjustments to Paragon board, get more damage, but as it stands right now, even with control, I don't feel like the build does nearly enough damage compared to poison, even with, like, I'm running poison resistance on my boots, and I'm still getting obliterated by poison sometimes. I'm sure that's probably just a Bane proc, but still having access to that, like, very slight chance, like, you proc Bane, your target is dead. I do quite miss that. So that being the caveat that we have for the physical rogue build for non-imbuement, this is what we're running. For that helmet, we've got bubble, total armor, and cooldown. Now, the all stat and dex, that really needs to be healing received and max HP. I think like a huge issue with the build is that I just don't have enough survivability to pump out the damage that I need to, and at least with poison, like, you get that Bane proc, or even just a couple lucky poison taps, and your target is running around bleeding. So yeah, I need more survivability, or I need more damage, and right now I have neither. So you'll hear a lot of complaints throughout the video for the build, but it is what it is. Again, on the chest, we're running all stat 2. This needs to not be here. It needs to be probably more damage reduction. Yeah, not like super happy with the max roll on the HP either. That could be a little bit higher, and then the item power on the chest piece itself could be a little higher. For the aspect, though, we're going to be running Quickening Fog, which is actually a lot of fun. Because if you look at my skills, I've been running Dash, Conceal, and the Smoke Grenade. So, like, having, like, such easy access to CC with the smoke grenades is really fun. And then positioning yourself properly to initiate a fight with dash, or to get away, stunning your opponent is really cool. I really like this chest, or this aspect, but we're going to have to drop it because poison is just so much better. For the gloves, we're not running Bursting Venoms anymore because the skill fucking sucks now. Instead, we're running Manglers. Manglers is alright. I'm still not max roll on any of my rolls, but it's doable, it's acceptable for now. For the pants, we are running the same. Just running Might. Healing received feels really, really good. Max HP feels really good. Damage to close, that could be a higher roll if it was. I would actually like to drop my dodge chance for more armor. That way I'm just pure super tanky on the pants, and then getting the potion to give myself a barrier rather than the movement speed would be a nice upgrade as well. And then we would drop our base dodge chance to dodge chance from close on the boots. That way we could just have a higher percentage, and then when I drink my third eye potion, I'll make up for not having the dodge chance on the pants. We're still running energy cost reduction and movement speed. Movement speed's mandatory. Energy cost reduction is really growing on me. And the poison resist is, I just kept it because I had it, but ideally I'd like to have damage reduction versus injured. And then of course we're running Manglers. Max evade charges +1 is fucking garbage. That either needs to be, I need to have 4 dodges, or I was actually thinking the attacks will reduce my cooldown for dodges, and I think that's probably going to be my best bet, unless I'm, like, running for dear life and I need my movement speed boots. For the crossbow, we are running damage to close. This really, especially for a physical rogue build, should be core skill damage. And then we're running all stat and dex to meet our Paragon requirements. Twisting Blades aspect on the crossbow, not sure how great that feels. And then I'm still running damage over time for my gems for my old poison build, which you would need to change for a physical build. For the amulet, this amulet's actually really nice for a physical imbuement build. We are running Stolen Vigor, so we're getting a fat amount of sustain, plus we're getting healing received, which is really nice. The only thing I would like to change on here is probably the Cutthroat skill damage to max HP, and then a higher roll on the total armor would be great. But, you know, it is what it is. Cutthroat skill damage will help us with our physical damage too, so I actually really, really like this amulet for a physical build. For our rings, we are running Expectant and Accelerating. Not super happy with Resource Gen, Damage to Close, and Double Crit on this ring. Ideally, we would like to have another max HP roll, and honestly, even vulnerable damage. Now, and I know that vulnerable damage doesn't work on HP, but it does work on barriers, and being able to get that vulnerable application through the concealment buff, and then you can really pump down people who are running Bulwark or Iron Scan on Barb, could be really, really helpful. As for the second ring, we do have max HP, which is nice, but the physical damage needs to be vulnerable damage again, and then higher rolls on everything would be nice. For the hearts, we're running the stun heart on our amulet. Now, it doesn't feel like it has that much impact, but just a little extra stun is nice. I'm not 100% sure if it even works in PvP, but we're running it for now. Ideally, you'd run a 4-second barber, but I don't like running barber. I'm gonna keep it real. We are running the immunity and our suppressed damage. That's pretty basic, pretty standard for all of my builds. I always run these. And then I'm always running the same rapid dagger. Just extra attack speed's really nice. Condemnation, really nice. As for our Paragon board, we have gone through quite a few changes here, so we'll go over this slowly. We're running Closer, of course, for our first glyph on our starting board, and then we're going to go straight into Tricks of the Trade, and we're running Turf. Turf, extra damage to close feels nice, but I feel like I have a lot of really good new glyphs that I'm not getting max value out of. 87 feels kind of low. I'm not sure if I could possibly switch this out for something better, but yeah, we're running Lawless and extra max life here, and extra close damage and damage reduction, which is nice. Coming up here, we're going to take Chip inside of our Liar's Instinct board, and this board is going to give us a lot of attack speed and some max HP. Not sure how this feels. Obviously, I don't need the imbuement board, so this is probably the next best bet. We're getting a little extra damage after dodge, which is nice. It pairs well with our gloves, giving us the attack speed. But again, I'm not like super sure about this. And then if you look, we're running the 85.8 on Chip, which is like another 80% roll. I'm still kind of on the fence about. I feel like these could all be higher. For the next board, we're running the Cunning Stratagem. This is nice. We're just, combo point build. We're getting extra core skill damage here. And then we're running Devious. Devious is really cool because it's giving us armor and extra core skill damage, which feels nice in theory. And then we're getting crowd control damage, which is actually really cool because it pairs well with our next glyph control. I'm not super dead set on the crowd control damage because I feel like the second you crowd control someone, they're either already dead, or they're just going to break the CC, and you're not getting that extra bonus crowd control damage anymore. So it just doesn't feel as consistent as I think it should, especially when I'm fighting people who are just constantly unstoppable like Druids or Barbarians. I just get zero value out of that. Running Calculated here for more crowd control damage off the Devious node, and again, control. Now the 125% feels, again, in theory, it should be great, but the uptime on it is so fucking low because no one's ever CC'd for longer than like a split second. And if they are, it's because they're out of CC breaks and they're gonna be dead anyway. So like, I'm not like super 100% on the extra CC damage here, but we're running it for now. Spearhead for the extra armor, and then this is, you know me, I like my Deadly Ambush board for the 8 nodes to get the extra 10% max life. It feels really nice. This is what we're running for now. I'm actually going to change this board like as soon as this video goes live, so I will let you know what we change it up to. We're probably going to go with a poison shadow clone build, what we were doing before. It's just the most consistent damage, so we're just going to have to run it again. Yep, that's about it. Thanks for everything. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Alright, peace.